Listen to me, if you were to see my face, my name is Master Johnson and I have a tendency of making things make sense. In this short video, I'm going to be able to kind of bridge the gap for a few things for you, and if you apply the information that I'm giving to you, implement strategically what I tell you to do, everything is going to shift. Literally in the next 72 hours or within that window time frame, bookmark this video and come back to tell me. Listen to me, if you implement the information, I can assure you everything will shift. There's a lot of talk about this thing called the subconscious mind. I fell into the trapdoor of trying to reprogram it. Don't do that. And for those that are reprogramming the subconscious, how's that going? Yeah, exactly. If anything, you need to deprogram the subconscious. See, there's this thing called behavior psychology. And after studying this for about 13 and a half years now, after being able to help countless people be able to achieve their life of their dreams, this is what I can give to you. It is all about the unconscious mind. And that is the behaviors. In other words, the patterns and habits that you consistently, unconsciously, or automatically are operating on. So you know how they say that thoughts become things? Yes, well, that is because of the unconscious programming that is running the scenarios, running the imagination, running the internal dialogue. Why do you worry about the things you worry about? Yes, see, you may think that's because, I'm focused on it through my subconscious. No, you're unconsciously focused on it, which is leading to feeling states and impressions on the subconscious. I know that was a lot, but anyway, let's go ahead and dive into step one. Understand that whenever you are triggered, boom, you're automatically triggered based off of what you've been thinking and based off of what has been surrounded by, whether it's the environment or the internal dialogue, whatever it is, you are now triggered. In that moment, you're going to give the moment, but then you are going to be a conscious individual. See, manifestation is all about conscious creation. Now think about this. For all the people out there that are experiencing Groundhog's Day over and over again, well, that is because you are unconsciously creating Groundhog's Day over and over again. So how do we go from unconscious creation to conscious creation? You have to be conscious on exactly what it is that you are unconsciously operating on. Your patterns and habits. Once you become aware of your patterns and habits, well, then what we're going to do is we are not going to react anymore. We are going to have this thing called responsibility, or in other words, your ability to respond. Listen to me now. If you can master your ability to respond, well, then now you are consciously intertwining, intersecting, interrupting your unconscious behavior. And now you're going to be putting in new conscious patterns and habits that lead to new behaviors, that lead to a new personality, that leads to a new personal reality. Shout out to Joey D. Yes, that's Joe Dispenza. What I'm looking for you to understand is, what are you going to implement? You're implementing this thing called conscious awareness. If you can have more conscious awareness or awareness of what consciousness that you are in, then as Carl Jung said, when the unconscious becomes conscious, that's when everything changes. But as long as the unconscious mind remains unconscious, you will unconsciously be operating inside of a paradigm and a way of being, and you're going to call it fate. In order for you to be a conscious creator, conscious manifester, conscious selector, or chooser, you must be aware of your consciousness and make the unconscious conscious, and then consciously decide to implement new understandings, new behaviors, new strategies, new systems that are all centered around the patterns and habits that you have. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, just inside of the comments put makes sense. And obviously, do the things with the buttons. Follow for more because I'm putting everybody on. Thanks for watching my video.